Hello, here I am, not in Chico. It's kind of nice out here with the sun. I wonder what Mike is up to. Maybe I better give him a call.
Hey Willem, it's Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, how you doing on your part? Well, I'm almost through with the assessment. Just got a little bit more to do.
The student learning objectives for the CMGT 275 Architectural History course are based on the goals for the course, which are that the Architectural History course is aiming to cultivate an awareness of architectural qualities as well as the basic concepts of sustainability in relation to the built environment, its historical sources, and its current context. The students will learn to observe and assess an architectural environment in terms of its form, function, materials, and spatial qualities, analyze it, and communicate its characteristics and relevance both verbally and in written form.
You know, this assessment stuff has really got me kind of bugged. It isn't as though we don't put a lot of work into our assignments, into our exams. But according to the studies, assessment doesn't occur until faculty review these data with respect to course objectives and then make necessary adjustments to their teaching, because this completes the whole loop. So because the pieces already exist, it would seem as though the part we need to focus on is a strengthening of the linkage between the objective, the course content, and the exam. What we learned from cohort 4 was that assessment could be in one of three areas: knowledge, skills, or in values. And that assessment could also be a pre-post assessment, an embedded assessment, a third-party assessment, or a survey. Right now I'm working on my embedded assessment. So the buzz seems to be SLO, student learning outcome, but this would ignore the in-progress assessment, which allows for immediate faculty adjustments to the course. I find that grading homework gives me the ability and the opportunity to do that. However, other faculty who use graders are not able to make these adjustments, and they occur too late. On the other hand, at the other end of the spectrum is program assessment. What good is it to hit your objectives if they're not part of a meaningful whole? In my opinion, program objectives is like a string of pearls, each course adding a few pearls of wisdom. The program can have multiple strands, and various courses can add pearls of wisdom, adding to the magnitude and importance and to the brilliance. So from my view, we're currently assessing student outcomes, but probably only for student grading purposes and not for course improvement. We need to visibly align the content and the grading assessment to course objectives, and then show efforts to refine courses accordingly. We need a metric for measurement and calibration of performance. I've been working on this embedded assessment for about 5 years. I just can't quite figure out how to make it work. It will have to do with verbal communication and student skills in listening and ability to translate into action. This is a skill that the military academies practice every day.
Well, here's one of our students. Let's ask him what he thinks of assessments.
Assessments? What are assessments? Does it hurt? Maybe. I'd rather play.
The other area, peer-to-peer interaction. I think it's interesting because obviously what we're trying to do is provide students with the opportunity to discuss topics together, to share with each other what they do understand and therefore what they do not understand. And I think that discussion blogs will be the primary means of attaining that. At the moment, it looks like the course is going to consist of online lecture modules. I'm thinking of 20 to 30 minutes at the most for each module. That seems to be just about the right length. It's stretching it a little bit beyond a YouTube video, but it's a little less than a conventional lecture. Conventional lecture seems to be on the long side if it is all in one stretch. So usually we provide some break in the 45-50 minutes of class to be able to return the students' attention to the topic. That being a factor, I think I would rather provide a module that matches the length of their maximum attention span and let them break it up for themselves into modules of that length. So then the discussions would primarily take place in class as a formative means to help them shape the way they can continue discussing on a blog. So in a way it's like not having to monitor the blog as much and redirect it, because the class discussion will set their mind on the right track for them to be able to build arguments and consider alternatives and things like that. Let's check back with Mike. Hey Mike, what are you up to?
Uh-oh. Well, I got to get out of here.